Hi everybody, welcome to Willie's American Guitars. In the 35 years we've been doing this here, and in the 45 years I've been doing this, the most in-demand guitar is a Pre-CBS Strat. And I have this, which is a really cool 1965 Strat. I also have this, which is a refinished 59 Strat. So first, this 1965 Strat, you can see the difference here between the colors. In 59, that's the last year they did this two-tone finish on this. And honestly, this isn't really two-tone, this is refinished by us, but it symbolizes their 59 two-tone finish, where a lot of the red disappears because it's an aniline dye. We'll get into that in a sec. This is a 1965 Strat. In late 64, a few things happened. This is a lot like Fenders, Gibsons, Martins. There's items that happened. The larger logo, they call that a macaroni logo, and it's basically either a big logo or a small logo. This is a logo on the other guitar. You can see the differences here. Okay, that's an original logo on this. That's an original logo on that. The guard went from a nitro guard, which turned green over time, and they ended up putting this PVC plastic guard on it, and this is white, and they don't change color. There's also the dots, the pearl dots, changed in 64. They went from clay dots that they had used on the rosewood boards for those few years and went to a pearl dot just because easier to see. And then they were competing with Gibson, so they thought that looked cooler too. The last thing, and what most people consider pre-CBS, is when you put an F stamp on there. This still is an L serial number. When they ran out of the L and 5 digits and went to 6 digits, they added an F there, and that's CBS, when they bought Fender, added that F on everything. They wanted the logo everywhere, being the corporate they were. A lot of these changes on these guitars were gradual over time. This is a on the cusp post-CBS, pre-CBS. Some of it was made before, some of it after. The interesting thing about this guitar is that it was owned by Green Day. So Billie Joe Armstrong, who is a customer of Willie's and has bought a ton of stuff from us and is a great guy and a great judge of guitar flesh, and makes some killer records, had this in his possession. Now the action on this, we just got this like moments ago, right? The action on this is a little light. You can hear that bass. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit, not to flood the camera. Turn it down here. The pickups on this guitar are all even. They're just under 6K output. They're almost identical, but you'll hear when you play the bridge pickup, and then you play the middle, even though that has the same output, it still sounds bigger. Now we're in the neck position. The neck pickup always has a little more string energy over it. The bridge pickup has a little tighter string energy, so it's always louder, even if it's in the same position. Back then, they didn't care. There was no such thing as a bridge pickup, middle pickup, or neck pickup. They grabbed pickups out of a box and put them in. But this has the original 3-way. It appears to be all original. We haven't opened it up yet, but we're very careful about opening things like that. So in order to get the middle, the 2 pickups and that out of phase sound, you kind of got to balance it to get that out of phase sound. So this just came in. It's in really clean shape. There's not much in the way of buckle wear. There's not much in the way of edge wear. The top is really nice. The guitar is feather lightweight. I would guess this to be maybe just under 8 pounds. And the back of the neck is original finish. The tuners are original. The only thing not original on this guitar is that Billie changed frets, which if you're playing live, you're not going to live with frets that are half gone. And these days, unless a guitar is mint, there's no damage, no ding to value by changed frets. Now, What there is changed in value is this, our 1959 Strat. This is one of the first Strats with a rosewood board. The body date on this is 7/59 on this. And this is a non-trem unit. You can see the tremolo guitar here, and you can see the non-trem here. So sometimes that adds weight. This guitar is certainly lighter. This is about 6.5 pounds. Now, when we got this, it was colored a different color. It was like purple or something. But the guitar is all original with the original three-way. What's interesting is it still has the 50s guard. This is an original single-layer 50s guard. That makes a difference. The later ones that came with the green guard have less value. This is a slab board. And I don't know if the camera can look at the edge of that board. You can see where the truss rod is, and then you look at this, there's a curvature around the bottom near the truss rod. So what you have is a curvature at the top, but on the bottom of this guitar it's flat. On that guitar it's curved on both sides, so they laminate that curved rosewood board over that. These slab boards with their thicker piece of rosewood have been in demand since the 70s. Everybody looked for it. Stevie Ray is a guy that looked for. Stevie Ray's guitar had a single layer guard, and having a slab board was like, nah, I'm gonna wait for a slab board. These necks aren't huge, but they're wide, and this is just a fantastic sounding guitar in that these earlier ones, the 50s ones, are generally a little fuller, a little deeper, a little darker. Without touching that amp, you can hear it floods the amp. So this neck pickup has been rewound. We backed it off just a little bit while we were rewinding it. It was damaged somehow. Somebody poured beer in there or something. But other than the rewind, the guitar is all original. The tuners, the logo, but it is a feather light two-tone refinish. Now, what does that do to the value? These two guitars, all things being equal, this guitar would be worth a lot more than a 65. Refinishing this brings it down closer to the 65's value. Refinishing a guitar, all else being the same, will generally cut 35% off the value of a guitar. In this case, this would save you about $10,000 having this refinished one, and this is a feather. A fantastic guitar, Pre-CBS Strats. I have 2 more vintage Strats coming besides these that just came in today, and we'll take a look at those later. We've got a 62 and a 1970. And that's all for now. Pre-CBS Strats, everybody's doing it. Give us a call, come in and try it, okay?